Two of the foremost clubs in English football, and they are ready for battle. It might well be a battle royal. Tottenham against Manchester United. Stay with us for live coverage right here on EA TV. And hello, wherever you're watching, welcome to North London. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical analysis is Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It is Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
No, high-quality defending. Introducing the Spurs starting 11.
Well, I think they're going to let the opponents have the ball, invite them on, and then play on the counter-attack. That's okay, but they have to make sure they defend really well.
Oh, wait a minute. They could be in here. And a goal! An early boost for them. The first goal of the game. They're off and running.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So on they go again, and that really should shake up United. Can they find a response now? Ferreira. Mazraoui with it. De Ligt. Well, with the season ebbing away and looking at the table, you've got to reach the conclusion that the title race is well nigh over, Stuart.
Well, what a season they're having. They've been so dominant. They look head and shoulders above everybody else. It's just a matter of holding their nerve now.
Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. There it is! And no wonder he's celebrating. Now we can call him a record breaker.
Well, what a player and what a season. He's been absolutely brilliant, and he's not finished yet. Well, let's look at this again. He's done superbly well to pick out a teammate here, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Ndombele. Manor Solomon. Spurs pushing forward with options available. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Able to skip past his man. And that's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line. Oh, that's an interesting pass. And the keeper there to deal with it. And over comes the corner. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Given away by Spurs. Gonzalo Ramos. And unable to keep possession. Oh, in with a chance. And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front.
Well, here we can see just how good this goal is. It has everything. Skill, pace and power. There was no stopping him there.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the scoreline. Vitor Ferreira. Fratesi. Now De Ligt. Mazraoui. Fratesi. Šeško. Very quick thinking there. What was the chance they could get caught out on the break here? Really annoying for them. Couldn't take advantage. United being afforded too much space. In the opinion of the referee, that is a penalty. And it has been judged to have been a bookable offence.
Well, I think the referee's got that right all round. It was a penalty and it was a yellow card.
Chance to equalise here. And the spot kick is converted as coolly as you like.
Well, here it is again, and it can be a risky penalty. But he hits it straight down the middle. The goalkeeper goes one way, the ball goes through the middle. Excellent finish. Well, that picture says it all. His team are back in the game now.
Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. De Ligt. Mbeumo. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Could be a chance to break here. Well, Tottenham being afforded too much room here. Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. Well, a really good run. Options in the middle. The save was a good one.
Well, they've been frustrated for quite a while now, but these fans have suddenly come to life.
Trying to pick out a teammate. And did his job defensively. No more time left. That is it for the first half here at the home of Tottenham. So back underway here into the second half. Now relying very much on their passing game in a bid to take the lead. Can they take the lead? Oh, a stellar piece of defending. Now perhaps they can counter from here. And on the back of that particular challenge, will the referee let the matter rest there? Warren Zaire-Emery. Good tackle taken away. Just a quick reminder, we'll have FA Cup quarter-final action for you live here on EA TV. It's Manchester United facing Nottingham Forest.
Well, Derek, everything to play for.
Oh, hang on, Stuart, it's a chance. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, just look at this. That was so close to coming back into play, but it doesn't matter. They all count. Well, he has to come up with a game plan. His side are struggling now.
3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? Ramos. Davide Fratesi. Kaoru Mitoma. And can they prise them open now? And just like that, they don't have the ball anymore. The Spurs now in potentially a dangerous position, putting his body on the line. Benjamin Šeško. Now can they counter clinically? Delivering it into the box.
Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Solomon. Benjamin Šeško. De Ligt. Encouraging stuff from United. Oh, managing to beat him. Pulls it back. And in a perfect position to cut it out. And the shot. Magnificent defending. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Can they take advantage of the situation?
A goal! That's exactly what they needed. That should get them believing again.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
Well, how about this? 4-3. Davide Fratesi. United might be able to cash in. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. And he's got to clear his lines.
Well, this is building up to a nail-biting finish. These Spurs fans are making so much noise, but can they get the equaliser?
Cunha. Just cutting off the supply. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Gonzalo Ramos. Given away by Tottenham. Good technique displayed. And space to cross it. Rewarded for that brilliant high press. Will it be? And a goal kick it'll be. Too much height on the shot. Spurs to make a personnel switch now.
Well, just listen to this crowd. They want a bit more. They know there's still plenty of time to find an equaliser. Surely they get another chance, maybe two.
Fine cross into the middle. And steered back under a bit of pressure. Davide Fratesi. And here's Cunha. Mazraoui. It's a fine United move in the making. And options in the centre. Smuggled away. So making the substitution now. Barella.
This could be it. And it is. He's done it. Surely a case of game over.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. And the referee blows for full time. Positives for Manchester United. 3 points for them. What did you make of it all?
Well, Derek, they were better than their opponents in all aspects of the game. They defended well enough, they dominated midfield, and they created chances as well. It was a great performance.
Well, you never quite know who's going to dominate a game in advance, but I think you can maybe make an argument for this fellow, Stuart. What do you think we'll see from him today?
Well, the stats don't lie, do they? He's been in terrific form, scoring goals almost at will. Just one away from the record now, and you really wouldn't put it past him notching that today.
The man of the moment. He's been in terrific form, as evidenced by 4 goals in 3 games. Stay with us. Hello everyone, the heavens opened earlier and the rain shows no inclination to stop. We're looking forward to the game anyway. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary with me as usual is Stuart Robson. And we have action from the quarter-final stage of the FA Cup just moments away. It's Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United.
Well, Derek, these two teams will be fully aware of what's at stake. A place in the semi-final of this great competition. It should be feisty, it should be entertaining, and it should be full of quality.
And now they get the ball rolling. And here's how Nottingham Forest will line up.
Well, in this 4-5-1 shape, it will be interesting to see how close the wide midfield players get to their main striker. Will they stay wide or play through the inside right and inside left positions? We'll have to wait to see how it develops.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, I think they have a nice balance to their team. A solid back four, 2 holding midfielders, 3 creative players in advance of them, and a mobile centre forward. It's a good team.
Giving it a try, and a fine stop. Can someone get on the end of this? Oh, good save. Excellent header. Corner again. And swept out of there. Failure to keep the ball by Nottingham Forest. Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man, I think, Stuart. What are you expecting to see from him?
Well, Derek, I'm sure he's going to score another goal today because he's got 4 in the last 3 games. He's a player full of confidence, and every time he makes a forward run, he looks as though he's going to get in behind. He's in outstanding form at the moment.
Cunha, and a chance for them to nudge in front. Well, it's a wild attempt. He needed something better. Offside, however.
Well, you're right. He didn't know it was going to be offside, and that was a shocking miss.
Murillo. Morgan gives White. And support available. Perfect tackle. More than decent this from United. Oh, danger here. Can't miss, surely. And there it is. The breakthrough. That will do nicely.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
And 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Youssoufa Moukoko. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Mateus Cunha. Now they stopped them in their tracks. Moleiro. Barella. Difficult to stop him. Crossing opportunity. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball 1. United pushing to add to the lead. It'll be a corner. Clearance left a bit to be desired. Decides to shoot. And no worries for the goalkeeper. Morgan gives White. Mukoko. Moving it forward. Surely the equaliser. Goalkeeping of the highest order.
Well, he's got to be pleased with that save. It's absolutely magnificent.
And they fancy a short one. And he takes it on. Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper.
Well, can they draw level here? The crowd certainly think so.
And over comes the corner. Clearing it away. Well, racing away here. Takes it on. And a wonderful diving save to deny the opportunity. Chance to set up an equaliser from the corner. United have it once again. Well, it's a good-looking position. Is there a goal in the future? Oh, big opportunity. And up for grabs off the keeper. Making sure nothing came of it. And a goal! Real excitement here, the equaliser.
Well, here's the replay and confirmation that he did get a touch on the ball. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to prevent the goal.
So, a level contest. 1-1. Barella. Moving the ball effectively. Edmond Tapsoba. Morgan gives White. And so it is, the first half story. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Yates. And they continue to advance. And a lot of options here. Really fine piece of defending play to break it up. And a friendly reminder that we have more action from the Premier League coming up. It's Nottingham Forest taking on Newcastle United. And Forest will get the throw-in. Moleiro. United regaining possession. Mateus Cunha. Franco. Real chance. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Ryan Yates. United could get in behind the defence. And playing it back. Well, I was on the cusp of saying he's at it again. It looked as though he might score again.
Well, he's certainly looking sharp today. That could easily have been his second there.
Played over. Still not clear. We very much hope you'll join us for more live Premier League action on EA TV. It's Manchester United facing Bournemouth. And they're making a change. Now, how about the short corner? Surely! Well, the keeper reacted magnificently. Deliver it accurately. Can he finish? And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. And there's an example of how to do it, dealing with a corner. Otero in possession. 20 minutes remaining. Mbeumo. He could pick out a teammate. It's got to be! And a goal here for Manchester United. They are the big favourites now.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a brilliant turn to buy himself that bit of space. And then, of course, the finish. That's a great bit of play in the box. Well, they're bossing the game now.
So on with the action, and 3-1 the scoreline at the moment. And out of play for a Forest throw. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Will he shoot? The fans hope so. Well, in the final analysis, perhaps it wasn't the high percentage option.
Yeah, not the best effort, to be fair. It did open up for him, but he just seemed to snatch at the shot. Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So on with the game again. United in charge. The scoreline threatening to get ugly. Moleiro. And a fine cross. Danger averted. Pereira. And Forest recovering possession well. Promising looking attack. Oh, good looking run. Not the best of efforts, was it?
Well, it was a great chance, but a poor finish. He really should score there.
Now in a more than decent position. And the goalkeeper has outdone outdone himself with that save. And time for the change now. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Corner coming up. Well, a harmless effort when all is said and done. Moleiro. Well, he took care of it defensively. Šeško, and in the right position to read it. Yates. Moving forward effectively. And he's in. Oh, the keeper made it look routine. There's the final whistle, and Manchester United progress.
Well, it was all at a bit of a canter, to be honest. They dominated pretty much from the start, and it left the result in little doubt going into the next round.
Can't miss, surely. The man to watch. In a rich vein of form and topping the scoring charts. Will he add more today on EA TV? Well, it really is a city that loves its football. I'm talking, of course, about Manchester. And it's a real pleasure to be here tonight at Old Trafford. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It is Manchester United, and they face Bournemouth.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
And now they get the ball rolling. This is the team Manchester United will go with.
Well, it's great to see a team playing with wingers in a 4-3-3, but they've got to be effective, both with their dribbling and their crosses. Otherwise, they'll become bit-part players.
Decent position this for United to find themselves in. Oh, what an opportunity. Oh, that is a super save.
Well, he had to finish that, but credit to the goalkeeper. That's a brilliant stop.
And a goal! Not wasting much time today. They strike first.
Well, here's another look at it. Certainly delivery into the box couldn't have been any better, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
One 0 then. And he's broken free. And he clears the danger. Huge block. That's very effective. Good high pressing. Vitor Ferreira. Cunha. Chance to finish. And saved by the keeper. Playing it in. Well, capable of a better clearance than that. Dangerous looking attack. Well, the ball brought down under no real pressure. Max Aarons. Now with Rongier. Philip Billing. Well, patient passing could be the key to bringing themselves level. They're trying to take their time, but not enough care on the ball. Mateus Cunha. Mazraoui. And space to cross it.
And a goal! It's a finish of real class! No shortage of acrobatics on display here. He's judged it to perfection. Incredible header.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts off with that cross into the box, just begging for a teammate to get on the end of it. And it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that. Well, he looks really pleased, doesn't he? His side have been really good today.
Alexander Mitrovic. Marcus Tavernier. Top-class defending. Ferreira. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Breaking at pace. Mateus Cunha. Mazraoui with it. It might be a favourable situation, this, for Manchester United. Wonderful chance. A goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, let's have another look at this, because he does really well to pick the right pass here, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now. Mitrovic. Well, using the space really well, you've got to say. Oh, breezing past him. Valentin Rongier. Can he convert? And a crisp effort, just over the top. Noussair Mazraoui. It's with Martinez. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Mitrovic. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. And they will make the change now. Who can they pick out? Oh, super header, but the goalkeeper was up to the task. Well, behind for another corner. It's a short corner. Delivered into the area here.
Oh, yes! As pure a header as you're likely to see. And he ought to be very proud of that one.
Well, here it is again, and they go short just to get a different angle on the cross, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
So back underway, 3-1 the score.
Alexander Mitrovic.
Mazraoui. Mbeumo. Mazraoui here. Oh, that's a really good run. Will it be?
Oh, another one for them. And with plenty of time still remaining, this game is very much back on.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. But there's still plenty for him to do. Under all sorts of pressure from the defender, he's just able to keep him at bay and finishes with aplomb. It's a great goal.
Oh, in with a chance.
Really in the mood today. That was almost another one.
Well, he looks so sharp, doesn't he? Just not the finish he was hoping for there.
So the corner played into the box. Oh, good save. Excellent header. Well, another corner. Can they take advantage of this one? And the keeper throws himself at the ball. And so the referee blows the whistle. We've reached the halfway point here at Old Trafford. So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. Had no interest in losing possession. And possession given away. And he has options available. Chance to finish. Really important tackle. Braganza. Tavernier. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Well, just to point you in the right direction, we have more live action from the Premier League coming up here on EA TV. It's Manchester United facing Wolves.
That looks a really entertaining game. Two good teams with two excellent coaches. I can't wait for that one to come round.
Wonderful chance. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently.
Well, as the replay shows us, this is the way to beat tight marking. Just look how he turns with the ball. That's a fantastic goal, you have to say. Well, he looks really pleased, doesn't he? His side have been really good today.
Mitrovic. Well, he's given us away. Braganza. Now with Mitrovic. Just the challenge that was required. Well, just to point you in the right direction, we have more live action from the Premier League coming up here on EA TV. It's Bournemouth taking on Leicester City. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. See some progress with the ball at his feet. Mitrovic. Well, it did look promising, but no threat in the end.
Got to be a goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, let's have another look at this, because he does really well to pick the right pass here, and the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
And into the last 20 minutes. Daniel Braganza. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Well, changing circumstances in the Liverpool game. Let's hear all about it from Alex Scott.
And it's a goal for Newcastle United. They're now behind by 1 with 74 minutes played.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott.
Well, just fractionally wide. Good strike.
Valentin Rongier. Braganza. Excellent vision.
Oh, that's a fine save.
And United will get the throw in. Well, what on earth happened there? And beating the defender. A cross lacking guile and accuracy. And what a magical save it was! Both substitutes who've been getting ready will come on at the same time. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, really stout defending there. Off the line. What a commitment to defending. And the keeper there to deal with it. Rongier takes it on. Well, the goalkeeper is thankful that it wasn't a better effort than it actually was. Well, the seconds are ticking away and the home side in control. He thwarted the attack illegally. Now perhaps a card is forthcoming. Well, it was apparently a bookable offence.
Well, no debate over that one. It's a yellow card all day long.
And very deftly cut out. Well, the referee has instructed the fourth official to put 2 minutes on the board. Genuine chance. And stopping the danger. And there's the delivery. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Barella. Real defensive resilience. And quick thinking defensively. And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United are the winners today anyway. What did you think of their performance all told?
Well, as I keep saying, if you make forward runs and you look to pass the ball forward and have players who can dribble past defenders, you're always going to carry a threat. And that's what they're doing at the moment. Their forward play was scintillating.
Mazraoui. All eyes on one man. 3 goals in his last 3 games. Will he be hard to stop again? Stay with us on EA TV. Hello and a warm welcome from the English West Midlands. We find ourselves at Molineux. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry and delighted to be joined as always by Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers taking on Manchester United.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got 2 teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and 2 coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
The initial 11 for Wolves.
Well, it's a back 5, but the front 3 will certainly offer a goal threat. However, to do that, they'll need their 2 central midfield players to control the middle of the park. It's basically a 5-2-3.
On the offensive. And it's opening up. And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
The action continues, and it's on Wolves to show invention and perhaps level the game. Neto. Barella. Otero. Benjamin Šeško. And the pass overhit. Okafor. Released it nicely. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Well, the danger was on, but just a fraction offside. That's a lovely ball. Well, sitting deep like this might be a dangerous game. Oh, fancy footwork. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. And it's United's turn now. Well, there's been a goal at the Etihad Stadium, and Alex Scott can give us the lowdown on that.
It's a goal for...
Is it going to be? And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. Okafor. Now, can they hit them on the counter? Oh, what an opportunity! Well, it was such a fluent attack, but they couldn't apply that finishing touch.
Well, not the finish he was looking for, but there's another example of their ability on the counter-attack.
And the referee now going back to deal with the earlier incident. A yellow card it's going to be. Ferreira. Barella. Can he do it? And it's in for Manchester United. They are on a victory course.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal. Well, no wonder he's delighted. They're bossing the game now.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Jean-Victor Bellegarde. Barella has it. Ferreira. Well, he has the measure of his man. Chance to finish. Not out of the woods yet. Well, they survived the attack.
Well, had that gone in, surely that would have been game over. Credit to the keeper, though. That was a good save.
Room to roam on the wing for Wolves. A fine reading of the situation. Vitor Ferreira. Šeško. McGregor. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. And just receiving news of a goal at the Etihad. Alex Scott, what can you tell us?
And it's the second goal for Manchester City. It was a nice 1-2 and then a composed finish.
Can he take the chance? It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, here it is again. Barella goes past his man so easily, and then it's a top-class finish from Barella. He strikes it so well. That's a great goal. Well, back to the drawing board, I'm afraid. His team have been really poor today.
Number 14, Nicolo Barella.
Oh, great vision. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Oh, he's through here. And up for grabs off the keeper. A concession of a corner here. Who can he pick out? Barella. Mitoma. Oh, good play this. Barella. Well, they kept their shape defensively. Job done for now. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Oh, surely! Well, he would have been disappointed had he spilled that one. And there it is, the referee's whistle. We've reached the halfway point here at Molineux. So into the second half, and it's not lost on Wolves fans that that effort in the first 45 wasn't good enough. Well, they fared better this time round. Diallo with it here. Could be dangerous. And a goal! There he is, and the double. They just can't subdue him.
Well, here's the replay, and he shows great awareness to play this through ball. And then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
A lopsided contest, 4-0. Okafor. Just a quick reminder, we have more action from the Premier League coming your way. It's Wolves facing West Ham United.
Well, that should be a really good game between two entertaining teams in a great stadium.
And the keeper there to catch it under no real pressure. Callum McGregor. Now, who can he play it to? Well, disappointing end to the move. Vitor Ferreira. That's useful play. Barella. Well, it did look promising, but no threat in the end. Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Oh, the threat is there. Well, we're into the final half hour. A very effective challenge put in. Trying to open them up. It should be. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. And a friendly reminder that we have more action from the Premier League coming up. It's Manchester United taking on Chelsea. Plenty of support here. Oh, tremendous block.
But the stadium is a family-friendly environment and only soft drinks can be taken down to your seats. Thank you for your cooperation.
Benjamin Šeško. Difficult to stop him. That is how to keep it out of the net. And news of a change to the scoreline at the Hawthorns. Here's Alex with an update.
It's a goal for West Brom. They've pulled one back and now trail by one with 68 minutes played.
Cheers, Alex. 20 minutes to go. Barella. Oh, a tremendous block. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Well, nicely cut out. Barella. And Wolves coming away with it. Okafor. Real chance. Oh dear, the goal was at his mercy. Tame effort. Good use of advantage in United's favour. Vitor Ferreira. Well, all doing their bit to keep them out. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. OK, just hearing the situation has changed in the Brentford game. To what extent? Alex Scott.
It's a second goal for Chelsea. They've pulled ahead by 2 with 80 minutes played.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Gonzalo Guedes. Jean-Victor Bellegarde. Promising sequence. Shaping to shoot. That's a routine take. Diallo with it here. And he's made headway. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, he wasn't going to waste this chance. 1v1 against the keeper, and he slots it away with great confidence. That's a good finish.
And there it is, the final whistle. A result to please Manchester United fans around the world. What did you think of their performance as a whole?
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
Well, he often cuts the figure of a thinking...